Now to a News 3 special report, a rare look inside a place that promises you can live forever.
Yeah, but you have to die to get there. Our John Trainer tells you how this all works in his special report on cryogenics.
We were looking for Southern Nevada history. We wanted to find the owner of this house. It's got an underground bunker that looks like a movie set, a Cold War dream. And we found the owner, sort of. This house is actually owned by a company called the Society for the Preservation of Near Extinct Species. When we asked what that was, we were not prepared for what we found. The company is called TransTime. They are quite literally in the business of living forever.
We take individuals that have passed, we basically preserve them to the point where they can revive the person and cure whatever caused their death.
Steve Grand welcomed us in to tell us all about the company that will freeze you in liquid nitrogen and bring you back to life whenever a cure for what killed you is found.
For you to be admitted to TransTime, you have to be legally dead, so you have to have a death certificate, and then we will then start the process of cryogenic suspension.
You probably have some questions, but first, how about a tour? The location, nondescript. The inside is small too. There's an office, there's the room where they prepare the bodies. Now, I'm not alone in this room. There's actually 4 other people in here, there, frozen, suspended in time, hoping one day to come back to life. So how does it all work? As Grant explains, it's pretty simple.
What we do is when we receive the patient from the hospital, we bring them into this operating room and we perfuse their blood with a cryoprotectant, which is basically like an antifreeze.
They cool the body to 321 degrees below zero. Then they place you inside a metal box. They lower you into a dewar, an insulated metal tube.
And that's basically a thermos.
Right.
And so that holds temperature very, very well for long periods of time. We have our liquid nitrogen source here. We have it topped up every 3 weeks.
Bodies are placed in upside down. That way, if the nitrogen were to evaporate, your head would be the last thing to go. That's the whole process. At this point, you may be having certain emotions about what you just heard. It all seems very science fiction. But Gran is no Frankenstein. To him, the people in here are patients.
They're completely intact. I think you would just take some of their cells out right now, you'd culture them, they would, come back to life.
Of course, those people are technically property of TransTime. Once you're a member here, you donate your body to research, and there's a cost.
The cost is $150,000, and that covers the suspension and the reanimation process.
There could be a problem, though, with that last bit. Suspension, they've done that. But when it comes to bringing people back...
We don't guarantee that, but again, we rely on the technological trajectory to remain on its course.
The sales pitch here seems to be, what have you got to lose? TransTime will hit the pause button while medical researchers continue to move in leaps and bounds. They'll take care of you while the inevitable cure for what killed you is discovered. And people have signed up. How long has the longest patient been with you?
So 2003, so 15 years.
4 people are with them now. 90 more are waiting.
Death is final, and living is I think, a better alternative.
John Trainer, News 3.